Hey guys, Richard James here again doing another video for you. Obviously, as you can see, I've got the miner farm up again, so this video is to do with the miner farm. Although it's not a true follow-up, I'm going to do that in about a week or so once obviously it's been running for a while and you can see the progress and profit and stuff like that I've made. But I will just quickly show you. Look, as you can see, that is my balance now. There. You can also see that I've got nearly 200 gigahash there now, rather than just the 100 I started with. And you can also see that my temperature is now down to only 18 Celsius. Those of you that have just opened up your accounts and stuff like that, you'll probably see that your temperature is about 24-25 degrees. This is because now I have an air conditioning unit, and obviously you'll see here my power has gone down to 520 idling or spare power, and that is because of the extra 100 gigahash here. And here you can see my total all-time profit there, and obviously my earnings in the 24 hours. I'm going to speak more about this later, like I say, in a update, which will be a week, pretty much a week after the first video. So it'll be, I'll be doing a proper follow-up in the next few days. But please don't leave this video. There is something I really want to share with you in connection with the miner farm project that we're doing. Please bear with me. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to those people that have recently subscribed to my channel, and a big thank you to all those people that have signed up to the miner farm. And I hope you're enjoying the profits that you're making for absolutely free using this site. Okay, so on to what I really want to talk to you about. Again, like I say, it is connection with the mine farm, and what I'm trying to do is show you a way that maybe you can boost your profit a bit quicker to allow you to buy another machine a bit sooner than you would be able to if you just waited for the profit to build up using the 100 gigahash which you get free. Okay, so this is a site that I've just quickly put together with some information, some links and things on there that you guys can use. I'll put a quick link to this site in the description. The actual site is freebitcoinpage.com. Like I say, it's just a quick page I've put together with some simple links on that you guys can see. So here, obviously, if you want to keep up with what's happening in the crypto world, you get regular news updates from this feed. You can click on any of these and it will take you through to the full article, so you can read up about that. You can also see here on what's going on. I've added a couple of Bitcoin casinos. So obviously, as you know, with my channel, I have done some videos on casinos and casino systems and betting and stuff like that. So as we're working and sort of looking forward to creating some Bitcoin currency for ourselves, I've just added these two casinos, BitDice and MegaDice, which obviously there's a little description there on each one, and you can click through to those and see what you think. I think they're two of the best online Bitcoin casinos that are around at the moment. Okay, and then obviously here you can see that's the miner farm that we're all working with at the moment. And then I've put a couple of links here to sites where you can get yourself some free Bitcoin. But like it says here, although these faucets are good, they do come with you sort of have to deal with a few pop-ups now and again. So anyway, up to what the video is really about, which is this particular faucet. I used this about 2 years ago when I first got into using the miner farm as a means of boosting my earnings and topping up, depositing the earnings from this page onto the miner farm to help me get to my earning my next miner machine a bit quicker. Many of you may have seen this and you might have even investigated it and stuff like that, and many of you might think, well, what's a Bitcoin faucet? Well, okay, so I'll click on this website and I'll show you. But those that have used this site and maybe think it's not very good, just go through the video with me and I'll show you a few things that I'll point out to you which the site has made some improvements with, and therefore it's something you might return to and think, oh yeah, I'll give that a go. Okay, so I'll just click on the link. Okay. Okay, so here we are in the site, and I've only been using this for around about the same time that I opened up the miner farm, so it's like 3 days. So here you can see the Bitcoin that I've accumulated, and obviously, like I say, we'll go through it and you can see how I've done that. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what a Bitcoin faucet is, it's that you are given a very small amount of what's known as satoshis, which are the smaller denominations of a Bitcoin, for simply just doing a very basic job, or task is probably better. So for instance, okay, so this is telling me to fill out this captcha, so we'll fill it out. X R, and I believe that's a 1. So you just roll the dice. Oh, it's the wrong captcha. That must have been an L rather than a 1. So N E O Y A R. Okay. Okay, so right, so I've been given 4 reward points, 2 lottery tickets, and then your payment has been 16 satoshis, which here you can see, because I was on 1611, I'm now 1627, so that has been added. And then and basically with this site you can't roll that dice for another hour. So obviously many of you are sitting there and thinking, well, if I can only get that much every hour, then that is just going to take me a very, very long time to earn anything near what I need to help me boost on my thing. Right, so for starters, this is your lucky number here, and these are what your lucky numbers sort of deal with. So anything between that 0 and that number there, you're going to get yourself 16 satoshis. Anything over, you're going to get 158, and so on and so on and so on. If you're lucky and you hit this, then look at that. That's a pretty big number. So you roll the dice, you take your chance. So that's one thing. Okay, so your free lottery. Okay, so this is your lottery. Okay, so let me scroll down here. Okay, so I've got 88 tickets. This is saying what that is my percentage of chance of winning. And the next lottery happens in 22 hours. And then here are the prizes. So if you get, I mean, even if you're in 10th place, that's not a bad chunk. And all it is for, you'll get that every time you fill out your captcha, and you do your task. So and here you can see these are the people that have won, and user IDs, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And obviously if you want to, you can also buy tickets. So there you go. Okay, so then the other one is your reward points. So I got 4 reward points tonight, so we'll click in here. So I currently got 115 reward points. And then if you want to use your reward points, these are the things that you can get. So gift certificates, electronics, hardware wallets, which obviously, for those of you that don't know, if you start getting into big numbers when it comes to your Bitcoin, having it saved on your mobile phone or having it saved on the internet is not always the best thing. So investing in a hardware wallet is a great idea, because you plug that in, it works exactly the same as a software wallet or a wallet app that you might have on your phone. So you have an address which you send everything to, but the great thing is you unplug it. It's not connected to the internet all the time, such as one that's on your mobile or such as one that is on your laptop. So therefore you put everything onto it, you unplug it, and then you stick it in a drawer, and therefore it is a lot safer. So it's a good idea if if obviously you really start getting into your Bitcoins and stuff like that, and you start earning some good money, buying yourself a hardware wallet is a very good idea. And obviously there's lots out there for you to choose from. I personally use a Trezor wallet. Other people use there's numerous different wallets out there. Trezor was one of the first and one of the biggest ones. That's what I use. So obviously, if that's something you want to invest in, I would just say, like you've done here, you've watched my video. If you think about hardware wallet, type it in YouTube, and you'll see lots of different videos talking about lots of different hardware wallets. Anyway, back to what we were talking about, getting a little bit off track, trying to keep this video as short as possible. Okay, so what we were talking about is, if you're having to wait around an hour to earn that small amount of Bitcoin, then it's you could almost say this site is not the best, really. But like I say, that was one of the first things that they used to do, but they've added a lot of things. So you can multiply your Bitcoin if you want. You can come on here. You can use it's a high-low bet, but what you've got to understand is that if you roll the dice and it gives you a number, the next time you roll it, you are not trying to get higher than the number that is displayed on the screen. As it shows here, you need a number that is higher than this number here, 5250. If you're betting lower, it needs to be lower than this, 4750. So you've got to bear that in mind. You don't just look at that number on the screen and think, oh yeah, I'll easily get higher than that, or I'll easily get lower than that. That's not what you're betting on. And obviously what we're trying to do with this whole Bitcoin project is I'm trying to get you to earn as much Bitcoin as possible for as little as possible, if not possibly free. That's what we're trying to do. So gambling, you might be lucky enough and you could get some big wins, but then you could also throw away the amount that you've built up. Okay, so I'm just showing you that this is another possibility. So for me, this is one of the best things. You got two things here. Obviously, you can, if you build up to 30,000 satoshis, which I checked out last night, it's like about $3.50. Is it $3.50? Yeah, I think it's about $5. Sorry, about £3.50. So it's not a lot of money at all. But you get an interest. You get interest on that every day. But as it says here, they do not add the interest at the same time every single day, because they realise that if they did that, people could play it. People could invest money, wait for the interest to be added, and then withdraw the money. So what they do is they add the interest at a random time of the day. So basically that try and avoid people doing that. So this is a great thing. Obviously you can sit your money in there. You can build up 4% annual rate interest, which is added every day, but obviously, like I say, you'll only start receiving that once you hit 30,000 satoshis. Okay, so this is a really good thing. So not only can you earn money, but you can earn interest on that Bitcoin. So that's another thing that they do. So back here, actually, this is actually what I want to show you. So this is something they didn't used to do this. I mean, obviously, like I say, I'm talking 2 years ago. I don't know when they brought this, and people might say, oh yeah, they've done that for ages. But 2 years ago, when I was using this site, they did not do this. Okay, and this is really good, and I like this. Okay, so if you click on that, what you can use is you can use your CPU to mine Bitcoin. And I'm sure people are watching out there going, are you crazy, mining Bitcoin using your CPU? Absolutely nuts. Basically, because obviously the amount of electricity you're using and the amount of Bitcoin you're going to earn using the hash rate of your CPU is not a huge amount. So I'm not saying turn this on, let it mine, and just walk away from it. No. What I'm suggesting is, if at some point during the day you spend an hour or 2 hours replying to emails, or maybe going on eBay or anything like that are very low they don't use a lot of CPU speed, then this is ideal, because what you can do is, when obviously the laptop I do these videos on is very low spec. It's very old, and on here it shows that I've got 2 threads. A lot of CPUs might have 4 threads, anything possibly up to 8 threads. Each thread equals 1 core. So I have a very low spec duo core CPU. You can get quad cores, you can get 8 core CPUs nowadays. But obviously, if you're using all your threads at 100%, your laptop is basically going to be tied up doing this and not really be able to do anything else at a very, very high speed. So what I suggest is you do 50%. So I would knock that down to 1 thread, but leave this at 100%, because that means 1 thread obviously on my laptop is completely dedicated to mining, and then at 100%, and then your other thread is dedicated to whatever else you're doing. If you want to go on view your emails, write emails, but like I say, go on eBay. As long as it's not CPU intensive, as long as then it will work perfectly fine. And like I say, if you're sat there for an hour or 2 hours, this is just running in the background, clocking away. Look, here I go. I'll click on that. Okay, so then you have to say allow this. And then this is what I earned the other day. I just was testing it out. So, like I say, you're not going to earn a massive amount, but like I say, by doing this every day at a time you're using your laptop anyway, then that's fine, because obviously you're using it anyway. So and if it's non-CPU intensive stuff, then you're going to be able to do that absolutely no problem. You're not even going to notice this running in the background. And then as soon as you finish that, stop this, switch your laptop off. Whatever you've earned will be deposited into your account, and then that's it. That's cool. That's just a dead easy way of topping it up. So obviously this is sort of what I wanted to show you. It's just a very simple way of topping up that Bitcoin that you're earning through your mining. And so let's just quickly stop that. You've seen that, so we're stop mining, so we'll close that off. And the other cool thing is, and this is the other thing what I wanted to show you, is that if you click, get one of these. There's 2. Obviously, this you can click on here, and it will actually hide the total mining income, the page. But then you got a standard one here. So what I suggest you do is, because this will run on a mobile phone. If you've got a good mobile phone, modern smartphone, send this URL to your Gmail or whatever it is, and then open it up on your phone. Then click on the link and go open into a browser. Save it as a bookmark in your browser. and then just obviously, like I say, drop it down to 50% of your threads. A lot of modern phones actually have about 4-core CPUs, so you can drop it down to 2 threads. Obviously, then in anything like texts, your Facebook messages, your Twitters, anything will still run happily in the background. And then, but the great thing is that, you know, if you do this at work, it's not interrupting you, because you can just put it on the side, let it run. But obviously, you know, your boss is, or your company is then paying for your electricity. So once again, that Bitcoin that you're earning is free. So you can sit it on your desk, sit it there for 8 hours, or, you know, say 4, you know, maybe stop mining when you go for lunch because you want to do things while you're on your lunch break or whatever, and then as soon as you sit back at your desk or whatever it is, just set it off mining again. Have it plugged into the wall so it's keeping charge, and then, like I say, your boss is paying for the electricity. And then also when you leave work, your battery's still going to be fully charged and not going to have been ran down. So obviously people might say, well, that's a bit cheeky, but, you know, like I said, what I'm trying to bring you here is the opportunity for you to get in to Bitcoin for as little as possible. And when we say as little as possible, I'm trying to show you how to do it pretty much for free. And so that's why I'm showing you this, because, like I say, many people might have, as soon as they saw me open up this, go, oh, flipping out, you know, that's a rubbish site. But that's, you know, probably using the faucet on its own, yes, it's going to take you a long while. If you're only earning 16 I mean, obviously, if you're lucky and you hit one of these jackpots, then brilliant. You know, I mean, you could hit this 15.76 bar, you know, 157,000 there. You could hit that. You could deposit that straight into your miner farm account, and then go and buy yourself a new another miner. So that's it. You know, that's obviously your if you go into your profile, you'll see your the address that where you've put you'll put your Bitcoin address in there. Just go onto your miner farm, go into your account, get their deposit Bitcoin address, stick it in your profile, and then that's it. So then every time, and you can even do an auto withdrawal. So if you're doing really well and you're building up a lot of satoshis here on a regular basis, you can have an auto withdraw to that account. So you're not even got to worry about it. You just do what you do. You click, you click on your faucet every hour. You can do your mining in the background, and then once this gets to a certain level, it will just automatically deposit into your miner farm account. So for me, I personally think this is it's a great little thing. It doesn't require a lot of sort of knowledge. It doesn't require a lot of effort, but with a little bit of patience, you know, like I say, you can bump up the amount of money you're earning from your miner, and just get those extra miners, your air conditioning unit, all those things, your power supplies, all those things that to build that mining farm just that little bit quicker, if just by putting a little bit of extra effort. Okay, so basically that is all I wanted to show you. I hope this has sort of been informative. You've enjoyed watching it. It might have sounded like I'm trying to rush through it, but I realised that you know, it's probably not as sort of interesting as actually the miner farm itself. But I'm just, like I say, I'm just trying to bring you some to earn yourself a little bit extra to boost that miner farm project that we're all involved in. And like I say, thanks again to for those that have subscribed. Thank you to all that have actually signed up to the miner farm. I wish you all the luck with your mining, and hopefully you know, you're all going to be really happy with the results. And like I say, in a few days I'm actually going to do a proper follow-up, and I'll show you what's happening with my Miner Farm account, and so you guys can see the profit I've made, what's happening with the extra miner, what's happening with the air conditioning unit, and all those things that I've added, and hopefully you guys will do in a very short time. Okay, so anyway, take care, have a absolutely excellent New Year's Eve, and let's all hope for an amazing 2018. Okay, so take care, thanks again,